Welcome, everyone, to Wisdom and Wealth. Have you ever noticed how quickly life seems to pass by, no matter how hard we try to hold on? We're constantly rushing, trying to achieve goals, ticking off boxes, and keeping up with a world that never seems to pause. But in all this hustle and bustle, have you ever stopped to ask yourself what you're truly racing towards? Imagine for a moment you're sitting by a quiet river at dawn. The water flows effortlessly, the birds sing without a second thought, and the trees stand rooted in silent dignity. None of them are in a hurry, yet everything unfolds perfectly in its own time. What if your life could be like that too? Today, let's explore a forgotten truth from Buddhist wisdom: life isn't meant to be conquered or controlled, but to be deeply lived. When you begin to fully embrace each moment, even the simplest breath becomes a blessing, and the ordinary reveals its hidden beauty. Stay with us until the end, because there's a powerful bonus lesson waiting for you, one that might just change how you view every moment of your life from today onward. Before we dive in, if you like this content, please like and subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth for more insightful content on living a more fulfilling life. Let's begin this journey back to presence, peace, and true living. Lesson 1: Embracing the irreplaceable nature of each moment. Have you ever stood quietly on a winter morning, feeling the cold air kiss your skin, watching your breath rise and vanish into the sky? Each exhale drifts away, never to return in the same way again. Life is just like that, a series of moments, fragile and unrepeatable, each carrying its own quiet beauty. Buddhist teachings remind us that every moment arrives only once. Just as no two cherry blossoms bloom with identical grace, no two moments come bearing the same fragrance of life. Yet, so often, we live as if time is endless, dismissing these sacred pauses in the rush to get somewhere else. Imagine holding a warm cup of tea in your hands. Instead of drinking it mindlessly while scrolling through your phone, what if you paused to truly feel its warmth seep into your palms? What if you inhaled its earthy aroma and allowed its quiet steam to soften your restless thoughts? Suddenly, an ordinary morning transforms into a ceremony of presence. We spend so much of our lives waiting for the weekend, waiting for success, waiting for love, waiting for peace, without realizing that each unnoticed moment already holds the treasures we seek. The Japanese teaching of Ichigo Ichi whispers a timeless truth: this moment exists only once in your lifetime. How do we honor this truth in our daily lives? If you value wisdom and personal growth, be sure to like and subscribe to our Buddhist Doctrine channel for more enriching content. First, slow down. Allow yourself small pauses throughout the day. Feel the breeze brushing across your face, truly listen when someone speaks, watch raindrops racing down the window. Let these simple moments anchor you back to the present. Second, cultivate gratitude. At the end of your day, reflect on the small joys you may have overlooked: the comfort of your bed, the glow of evening light, the sound of laughter drifting from another room. Slowly, you will realize that life was never empty, it has always been overflowing, waiting for you to truly see it. Finally, let go of perfection. No snowflake falls perfectly, yet its brief dance is beautiful. No moment in life needs to be flawless to hold meaning. Even moments of pain carry hidden teachings if we open our hearts to them. Each breath you take, each sunrise you witness, each tear you shed, they will never come again in the same form. Life is a silent procession of miracles disguised as ordinary minutes. So, today, pause and truly see the world around you. This moment is a gift that will never return, treasure it before it fades. Lesson 2: The beauty hidden within impermanence. Have you ever stood beneath a cherry blossom tree, watching its petals drift silently to the ground? For a brief moment, the tree stands adorned in delicate pink, each blossom swaying with quiet grace. But soon, the wind carries them away, leaving only bare branches reaching towards the sky. Yet, it is this fleeting dance that makes the blossoms so breathtaking. Buddhist wisdom teaches us that impermanence is not a sorrow to bear, but a truth to embrace, because it is the very nature of things passing that makes them precious. Imagine if cherry blossoms bloomed forever. Would we still gather beneath them with wonder in our eyes, or would their beauty become just another unnoticed sight? Life is no different. The laughter of a friend, the softness of dawn light spilling through your window, the quiet moments when you sit alone with your thoughts, none of these will last forever, but that is what gives them their silent brilliance. When we rush through our days, clinging tightly to what we have or worrying about what we might lose, we miss the gentle reminder that each moment is a once-in-a-lifetime gift. What if, instead of fearing impermanence, you welcomed it as your teacher? Each passing moment carries a lesson to treasure. If you are enjoying these timeless lessons, please like and subscribe to our Buddhist Doctrine channel for continued guidance on your journey. What is here now? To feel gratitude, not for what lasts, but for what arrives, touches our hearts, and moves on. Begin by practicing gentle gratitude each morning. As you open your eyes, notice something you might have overlooked: the quiet breathing of your partner beside you, the birds calling to each other outside, the softness of your pillow supporting your head. Each evening, reflect on what the day gave you, however small. You will begin to see that life is filled with treasures woven into ordinary hours. Next, release your grip on perfection. A chipped teacup still holds warmth, a tearful goodbye holds the promise of reunion, a mistake holds the seeds of deeper wisdom. Life's beauty often lives in its imperfect edges. Finally, let impermanence inspire your actions. If you knew this conversation, this sunrise, this simple walk outside could never be repeated, how would you show up? Would you listen with your whole being? Would you speak with more compassion? Would you give yourself fully to this moment without holding back? Like cherry blossoms, we bloom only for a short time, but in that brief unfolding, we have the chance to offer the world our gentleness, our laughter, our love. Remember, it is not the lasting things that carry the most value, but the fragile moments that teach us how to truly live. Embrace impermanence, cherish what is here, and let it awaken within you a love for life deeper than you have ever known. Lesson 3: The liberating power of single tasking. Imagine a potter shaping clay on a spinning wheel. If their hands wander from one part of the vessel to another without focus, the clay collapses into shapelessness. But when they center their touch with calm intention, the clay rises into something beautiful and strong. Life works in the same way. When we scatter our attention across countless tasks, we create only fragments, half-finished thoughts, unspoken feelings, forgotten dreams. But when we bring our full awareness to one thing at a time, life itself begins to take shape with clarity and quiet harmony. In today's world, multitasking is celebrated like a modern virtue. We eat while replying to emails, scroll through endless feeds while talking to those we love, or plan tomorrow's worries while the beauty of today unfolds unnoticed. But beneath this surface busyness lies a quiet emptiness, a feeling of life passing by without ever being truly lived. Buddhist wisdom offers a gentle yet powerful remedy: single tasking, doing one thing fully with presence and care. Consider the last meal you ate. Did you truly taste it, noticing its textures and colors, feeling gratitude for each bite? Or did you rush through it, distracted by screens and scattered thoughts? Eating mindfully transforms a routine act into a silent prayer of appreciation. If you find these insights helpful, please like and subscribe to our Buddhist Doctrine channel for ongoing wisdom on living a more intentional life. Each bite becomes a celebration of nourishment and life itself. Begin with simple steps. Choose one daily activity to do with full awareness. It could be washing the dishes. Feel the warm water on your hands, hear the soft clinking of plates, notice the scent of soap rising with the steam. Washing dishes then becomes a meditation, a return to the here and now. Next, create spaces in your day free from distractions. Silence your notifications, close tabs that pull at your mind, and let your attention rest solely on what is before you, whether it's writing an email, walking outside, or listening to someone you care about. Single tasking brings a quiet joy and depth to everything you touch. Finally, cultivate patience within yourself. Single tasking asks us to let go of the constant rush, to trust that what needs to be done will be done, not through frantic speed, but through steady, focused presence. Like the potter shaping clay, beauty is born not from haste, but from devoted, mindful touch. Remember, single tasking is not just a technique, it is a way of honoring your life moment by moment. It reminds you that life is not a competition to be won, but a melody to be played slowly and with love. When you allow yourself to focus on one thing with your whole heart, you will find that even the simplest acts hold a hidden joy waiting to be discovered. Lesson 4. Letting go of regret and anxiety. Imagine walking along a quiet forest path, but with each step, you drag two heavy chains behind you. One is shackled to your past regrets, the other bound to your anxious fears of the future. With every movement, these chains cut deeper into your spirit, leaving you weary before your journey even truly begins. Yet, Buddhist wisdom reminds us these chains are illusions. Regret anchors you to what has already dissolved, like morning mist, while anxiety binds you to a future that remains unborn. In holding on to them, you lose the only place where life ever truly unfolds, here, in this living breath. Regret often whispers, if only you had done it differently. But ask yourself, has reliving that mistake ever brought you peace, or has it only deepened your pain? Regret can be a teacher if you listen to its lessons without clutching its thorns. Instead of drowning in what you cannot change, gently ask, what wisdom is hidden here for me? Perhaps it is a reminder to speak with more compassion, to act with greater care, or to live with deeper awareness. Take the lesson, then release the memory back into the river of time. Anxiety, on the other hand, weaves endless tales of what might happen. What if this goes wrong? What if I'm not enough? Yet, these are only shadows cast by the mind. When fear begins to rise, pause. Feel the ground beneath your feet, solid and unmoving. Feel your breath entering and leaving your body with quiet constancy. In this moment, right here, you are safe, you are alive, and this is enough. To weave this freedom into your daily life, practice simple rituals of release. If you are on a path of spiritual growth, please consider liking and subscribing to our Buddhist Doctrine channel. When regret arises, write down what it taught you, then close your eyes and imagine placing that memory on a leaf and letting it drift down a silent stream. When anxiety tightens your chest, ground yourself. Notice the sensation of your clothes against your skin, the sounds that surround you, the small details of color and light in your environment. Let these anchor you back to the present, where life gently waits. Letting go does not mean forgetting the past or ignoring the future, it means refusing to let them steal the richness of today. Like laying down heavy bags after a long journey, releasing regret and anxiety frees your hands to embrace the world with openness and grace. Remember, peace is not hidden in yesterday's shadows or tomorrow's promises, it lives here, quietly blooming within this very moment, waiting for you to come home through presence. Imagine kneeling by the ocean's edge, carefully shaping a sandcastle with your hands. You smooth its towers, carve gentle arches, and place tiny shells along its walls. For a moment, it stands in quiet perfection, a small testament to your care. But as the tide rolls in, the water washes it away, leaving only ripples in the sand. Our relationships are much like these sandcastles, tender, beautiful, but never permanent. Yet, rather than feeling sorrow at their fragility, what if we allowed it to awaken a deeper love within us? Buddhist wisdom teaches that every encounter in our lives, no matter how brief, is a meeting that will never happen in the same way again. When we realize this truth, our love is transformed. We begin to see the sacredness in every smile, every conversation, every shared silence. We stop living as if there will always be another chance and start loving as if this moment is the only one we have, because, in truth, it is. Think about the last time you spoke with someone you care for deeply. Were you truly there with them, listening with your heart open and your mind still, or were you distracted, lost in your thoughts, or glancing at your phone? What richness did you miss in that moment of divided attention? Presence has the power to turn an ordinary conversation into a sanctuary of connection. To love more deeply, begin by giving your full attention. If you wish to gain more insight into the Buddhist way, please like and subscribe to our Buddhist Doctrine channel. When someone speaks, listen not just to their words, but to the feelings carried in their voice and the quiet spaces between them. Let your eyes rest gently on theirs. Allow them to feel seen, heard, and valued. Then, express your gratitude freely. Do not wait for birthdays or farewells to say what lives in your heart. A simple, sincere thank you for their kindness, a gentle word of appreciation for their presence in your life. These small acts can weave threads of warmth that last long after the words are spoken. Finally, treasure your moments together, whether it is sharing a meal in silence, walking side by side beneath trees, or talking quietly over the phone. Treat these times as sacred. One day, they will become memories, and their value will shine even brighter in your heart. Life is fleeting, and so are the people we love, but this impermanence is not a tragedy. It is what makes each relationship a precious jewel in the tapestry of your life. Like the sandcastle, its beauty lies not in how long it stands, but in the care and love you pour into its creation. Embrace each encounter, love fully, be present, for in the end, it is not how long we hold someone that matters, but how deeply we held them in the moments we were given. Lesson 6: The quiet freedom beyond control. Imagine standing knee-deep in a flowing river, your arms outstretched, trying to push the water back upstream. The more you struggle, the more exhausted you become, while the river continues to flow as it always has, unbothered by your efforts, indifferent to your will. This is what life becomes when we cling tightly to control. We try to arrange each detail to our liking, predict every future moment, and force life to fit our plans. Yet, in doing so, we drain our energy and lose our peace, only to find that life continues on its own path, untouched by our resistance. Buddhist wisdom teaches us that true peace is not found in controlling life's unfolding, but in learning to move with its quiet currents. Surrender is not giving up, it is the gentle art of trust, the freedom that comes from allowing life to be as it is. Life is like a river, winding and unpredictable. Sometimes its waters are calm, reflecting the morning light, other times they roar with unseen depths, pulling us into currents we never wished for. When we fight these currents, we become weary and afraid, but when we learn to flow with them, we discover strength, resilience, and unexpected beauty along the way. Think back to a time when life didn't go as you planned. Perhaps you faced a sudden loss, a change in your work, or a dream that fell apart. How much of your suffering came from trying to force what could not be forced? Did your resistance bring peace, or did it deepen your sorrow? Now imagine if, instead of resisting, you chose to focus on what you could truly guide, your thoughts, your choices, your kindness, your openness to what life offered in that moment. How might that experience have transformed? If you seek further understanding of Buddhism, please like and subscribe to our Buddhist Doctrine channel. Releasing the need for control begins with shifting your focus inward. Place your energy into your efforts rather than fixating on outcomes you cannot command. If you are working towards a goal, give it your wholehearted dedication, but let go of how it must end. Trust that the path, with its twists and turns, holds its own quiet wisdom. Embrace uncertainty as a teacher. Often, the most beautiful chapters of our lives begin with events we never expected. The river's currents may carry you to unfamiliar shores, but those very places may hold hidden treasures of growth, learning, and grace. Finally, root yourself in gratitude. The desire for control is born from fear, fear of loss, fear of failure, fear of what we do not know. Gratitude softens that fear. It brings your awareness back to the quiet blessings already around you, the softness of morning light, the breath that fills your chest, the presence of someone who cares for you. When you release your grip on life, you do not lose power, you gain freedom. Challenges become quiet teachers, detours turn into new discoveries, peace takes the place of anxiety, and the river gently moves you ahead. Remember, life doesn't need your control to move forward, it only needs your trust. Let go, flow with ease, and you'll discover a kind of freedom deeper than anything control could ever offer, a freedom that helps you truly love your life once more. Lesson 7: Finding growth in discomfort. Imagine holding a rough piece of gold ore. At first, it looks plain and dull, its beauty hidden under layers of impurity. But when touched by fire, the heat purifies it, bringing out its shine. Life's challenges are like that fire, they test us, stretch us, and sometimes hurt, but they also help shape us, making us stronger and more capable. Even pain can teach, listen to what it has to say. In Buddhism, discomfort isn't something to escape, but something to welcome. It brings messages carrying lessons that can deepen how we see ourselves and the world around us. In today's world, we're often taught to chase comfort, avoid problems, numb pain, and run from anything that feels uneasy. Yet, avoiding discomfort doesn't help us grow, it keeps us stuck. Real change means walking into the fire. Think of a time when you went through a big challenge, maybe it was a tough conversation, a personal failure, or a moment of loss. At the time, it might have felt too much to handle, even painful, but now, looking back, can you see how that moment changed you? Maybe it taught you patience, helped you grow stronger, or showed you a strength you didn't know was there. This is the power of discomfort, to shape us. To grow through discomfort, begin by changing how you see it. Rather than seeing challenges as roadblocks, see them as chances to grow. When discomfort shows up, take a moment and ask yourself, what lesson might this hold for me? If you wish to stay informed on the latest doctrines of Buddhism, please like and subscribe to our Buddhist Doctrine channel. This simple question can turn pain into curiosity, helping you face tough moments with more courage and openness. Another helpful practice is to stay with your discomfort instead of pushing it away. If you're feeling anxious or upset, take a few deep breaths and notice your feelings without judging them. Ask yourself, why do I feel this way? What is this moment trying to show me? When you face discomfort head-on, it loses its grip, and you begin to uncover the wisdom hidden inside it. And most importantly, remember that growth doesn't happen all at once. Like gold and fire, true change takes time. Trust the journey, even when it feels unclear or hard. Every challenge you face is shaping you into a stronger and wiser version of yourself. Discomfort isn't the enemy, it's what sparks growth. When you stop running from it, real change begins, and when you start learning from it, you unlock deep wisdom and inner strength that makes life feel fuller and more meaningful. Step into the fire, and you'll come out stronger, more grounded, and ready to love your life again. Bonus lesson: the art of gentle surrender. Picture yourself standing beside a quiet lake at dawn. The surface reflects the sky like a peaceful mirror, untouched by wind or waves. You bend down to gather water in your hands, but the tighter you hold on, the quicker it slips away, leaving your hands cold and empty. Life is like that water, the more we hold on to tightly, the more it slips through our fingers. But when we simply open our hands and feel the cool flow, we truly experience it without the fear of losing it. This is the art of gentle surrender, a lesson found in all Buddhist wisdom. Surrender doesn't mean giving up or being passive, it means placing deep trust in how life unfolds. It means knowing you can't force the river to move your way, but you can learn to flow with it calmly and with grace. Ask yourself, what are you holding on to too tightly today? Is it fear about the future, a need for someone's approval, or an idea of how life should be? Notice how clinging creates stress in your heart and clouds your thoughts. Practice gentle surrender by taking a deep breath and quietly saying to yourself, I let go of the need to control. I trust life's quiet wisdom. Feel the calm in those words, let them soften the tightness inside you. Then bring this surrender into your everyday life. When you face uncertainty, pause before reacting. Notice your breath, feel the ground under your feet, and let the moment unfold without trying to control it. If these Buddhist teachings have been helpful to you, please show your support by liking and subscribing to our Buddhist Doctrine channel. This kind of surrender doesn't make you weak, it connects you to a deeper strength, the quiet trust in your own resilience and in life's constant flow. Remember, the lake stays calm not because it controls the sky, but because it reflects it without resistance. Live like that lake, open, steady, and unafraid of whatever passes above. When you learn the art of gentle surrender, you find a kind of peace no success or possession can offer. You begin to see that life isn't something to hold on to tightly, but something to hold gently and to love deeply, one precious moment at a time. Conclusion: as you come to the end of this journey today, take a quiet moment to breathe deeply. Feel your chest rise and fall. Sense the soft rhythm of life within you. Remember, life isn't a river to control or a mountain to conquer, it is a delicate passing blossom to be treasured with each breath you take. You've learned that every moment is one of a kind, that impermanence brings beauty to life, that discomfort helps shape you, and that letting go makes room for growth. These aren't just thoughts to reflect on, they're gentle invitations to start living in a new way, beginning now. So, as you return to your day, ask yourself, can I truly appreciate this moment just as it is? Can I let go of what no longer supports me? Can I loosen my grip on life and trust its natural flow? If this video touched your heart, brought you some peace, or helped you see life from a new angle, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. Together, we explore timeless wisdom that helps you slow down, wake up, and build a life filled with calm, strength, and deep meaning. And if someone you care about feels overwhelmed by life's noise, consider sharing this video with them today. It might be the gentle light they need to see their way forward. Finally, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which lesson today spoke to you most deeply, and how will you carry it with you this week? Your words may offer inspiration to another soul in this mindful community. Remember, dear friend, life isn't something to conquer, it's something to love with care and depth, one tender moment at a time. Until we meet again on our next journey, stay calm, stay open, and keep blooming.